Hi people, how are you doing? It's me, your teacher Marcelo. In this class today, I will show you a recipe. So I'm not very into cooking, right? But as I live by myself, I had to learn how to cook some food and things like that. And the only elaborated dish I know how to do is stroganoff. In this class, I will show you how to do a beef stroganoff. Okay, I'm not very into meat right now, but you can replace the meat for something or other kind of meat like fish, chicken, whatever. And at the end, I ask you if you know how to do any recipe, and it's a good exercise for you to develop your vocabulary about food. Okay, so bye. Hi, people. How you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Okay, in this class today, uh, I will show you a recipe for you to cook a dish, right? So a recipe is a set of information concerned to produce some elaborated food, right? So I'm gonna show you this recipe, and I hope you like it. Actually, it's the only elaborated recipe I know how to do. Uh, I know how to cook some rice, spaghetti, do some basic stuff. But this one is the most elaborated one I have ability to do. I chosen to show you a dish named strogonoff, and I will show you here the beef stroganoff, right? So it's food that is not very difficult to prepare, and it's considered to be uh, a not very long recipe to be finished. So it take 30 minutes to be completely done. And I will show you the steps for you to prepare this dish. The first step is to cut the meat into strips. So some people they prefer to cut it in cubes, but it's your choice to choose one or another. In this picture, you can see it's cut in strips. So, first action is to cut the meat into strips. The second step is to fry the strips for around 30 seconds. Some people prefer to put butter, other people prefer to use oil. So it's your choice what you will use to fry the meat strips. The third step is to change the position of the strips into the pan. So this way you can fry them equally in the sides. So you change a little bit the position and you can fry it more in a more organized way. The fourth step is to add onion to the recipe. Some people they don't like onion at all, so probably you can skip this step. or some people they prefer another element, another vegetable. So it's your choice to try different elements to see if they fit to your taste. In this case, we are using onion, and it's white onion. As you know, you can have different colors of onions, but this one is white ones, and you add this to the recipe. The fifth step is to add mushrooms to your recipe. So as you can see in the picture, these are the most traditional mushrooms you can find in any supermarket, because nowadays you have different types of mushrooms, different size, shapes, but actually this is the more traditional one you can easily find in the typical places. The sixth step is to add flour to your recipe. Some people they don't add flour to the recipe, but when you add it, you make the broth more thick. So it depends on your taste. Some people prefer it thicker, other people prefer it more soft. So it's up to you to decide if you put or not. I remember in the recipes I did with strogonoff, I didn't put flour, but it's your choice. The seventh step is to add this sour cream. So in in this recipe, it's important to put to have the texture of the broth. So the sour cream will give this more creamy texture to your broth. So it makes more tasteful, I guess. So this is why you have to add it. The eighth step is to add the beef broth. So when you fry the beef with oil or butter, you have a broth that stays in the pan. So don't throw it away because you're gonna use it to add to the broth you are preparing for the stroganoff. So you put it in the pan and keep on shaking. The ninth step is to add Dijon mustard. So to make it even creamier. So you add the Dijon mustard and also to give some special flavor to your stroganoff. And the last step is to cook a little bit more, right? You can eat this stroganoff together with rice, some salad, some French fries. It's up to you what gonna be together with the stroganoff to be eaten. I'm also ask you if you know any recipe, if you can describe it. So you can do an exercise to describe a recipe uh, like I did here, following some steps, right? And with this, you can show your cooking abilities. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoy. Bye.